Oh, I forgot my little pillows. Oh. Here I am live leaving the set. Leaving the set. Doesn't matter because nobody's watching yet. Always have to prepare myself, y'all. Okay. So we're waiting to see if anybody shows up. Maybe not. Hi there. How are you? There you are. I just, of course, screwed up and forgot my little pillows. How is everybody? Okay. Look at messy. I literally just came back from a restaurant. Open. Restaurant was open. That's right, y'all. Totally open. Are you watching the Cecil video? Good. Cool. The Bay Area, Kansas, Kelowna. Hi, Kelowna. New Jersey. Thank you for that. Thank you. The Cecil. Yeah, that's the portals. That's actually what's going on. And did you guys know the next video we're going to do is the Cecil in Vancouver, because there's a Cecil hotel there. And I'm wondering if there's a connection with the name, where it's located. Maybe it's all the way underground. Oh, there's Lila. Hi, Rascal. Hi, little Rascal. Lila, oh my God. Lila, we got to thank the person that sent us all of the sprinkles and our cookie dough. No, cookie cutters and our cookie things. I have to get their name. Okay, hey, my first live. Oh, you got it. Good, cool. Ottawa, Vancouver. Okay, I have to get the paper. Don't kill me. I'm disappearing for 1 second. I knew I forgot something. Okay. Not that one. Oh my God. I hope this is it. I really hope this is it. Okay. I have to thank her. Lila, I just left Australia. Okay, so this lovely, so lovely. Now, let me hope that I get her name right. Oh, it's, I hope it's right. It's Durica, Durica. Oh my God, me and Lila love your cookie stuff, and Kenna's going to come with us and bake. Look at these cookie cutters. Somebody ate some sprinkles. I'm not admitting who. Look. They're 3D. Thank you for that. Thank you guys for the super chats. Look, 3D cookie cutters like this with sprinkles. So me and Lila are going to be making cookies probably next week. That's what we're going to do. Aurelia, Canada, Ontario, Aurelia. Yes, Aurelia up there by Aurelia. Mansfield, Aurelia. I'm hoping. Anyway. Oh, they got the whole thing. I got all 12. Pisces. I got them all here. She said, what a thoughtful thing, because me and Lila were making cookies and it's so great. So her name is Durica. I hope I'm saying it right. Yeah, no, we didn't eat at the Cecil restaurant. No, I'm saying restaurants are open and the Cecil is the video because we're talking about it. Niagara Falls, Regina. Yeah, I know. So cool, right? We're going to do that. So, okay, we went out to dinner. Me and Johnny went to the smokehouse and we ate what, you ask? What? I'm on a diet. What did we eat? Oh, yeah, a bunch of garlic bread. Moose jaw. Yes, exactly. A bunch of garlic bread. I ate it all and it was delicious. So I can't do that anymore. Ever again can I go near the smokehouse. Oh, and again, like we ordered a to-go garlic bread and it's still there, which is a good thing for me because I would have eaten it in the car on the way here, but I didn't. Oh God, you see Keith's face again in the blanket? Who's saying this? I can't even see it. I can never see it. Hi. Oh, yes, Geminis. We got the Gemini cookie cutter too. I want to go to my old boss. He used to bring the garlic bread. Oh, it's so good, but I can't eat anymore. I mean, after 4 pieces, what are you going to do, right? You're going to eat a bunch of shit. Yes, blue nails. Okay, so you guys. Okay. Is it there again? That's so weird. How does this happen? Little Keithy shows up in the blanket, and I will never see it till after. I won't see it. Barbados. Okay, I'm having surgery. Okay, don't be terrified. You're just gonna, you work in Burbank, so you, rock and roll D, you know the smokehouse and the garlic bread. I just was perusing. That's right. I still got like spinach and garlic bread in my teeth, for real. That's right. I had salmon. I ate really, really good. You guys are gonna have to take the picture of the face and send it to me because I can't see with the lights. It's weird. Yeah, so anyway, let's see. Me too. AC, a van down by the river. Hola from Miami. Hola. Okay, all right. Okay, is Lori on here? I know Rascal Pants was here, so that means Mommy Ken is here. I love my Rascal. All right, you guys, so here's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about, what are we going to talk about? How yoga pants and how yoga pants and the other one ruling the world let the restaurants open, right? Oh my God, restaurants are open. Wait, someone text me. Okay, yeah, someone text me. Yeah, the Cecil Hotel. Let's see. Oh, somebody's saying, oh, Christy. Hi, Christy. She sent me a bunch of tulips. Hi. Yes, this necklace right here. Oh, this one's from Lori. It says F-U-C-K on it. Libra Lori for you all here. And this is my cross with my Moldavite on it. Just ate an entire party-sized bag of barbecue chips. Bravo. Oh, no, you're still in curfew. Where are you? Where are you, in Canada or Australia? Because I heard, oh, I got to tell you a story. Thank you. Yeah, I love the pink lipstick. This is Saint Germain from MAC. So that's what I'm using. I'm using Estelle's eyeshadow. So this is Jafra's eyeshadow palette, the gold palette. So great. So this is what I'm using. And then I'm using MAC brown, which the dark brown one that was the replacement for Espresso. Do you remember that one, that eyeliner? Anyway, yeah, so I'm wearing, I just found this. I just like actually ordered it off of Etsy and it's super cute. So I thought there. Yes, there you go. Leamington, Ontario, MAC, yes. Is there a crystal for depression? There's exercise for depression. Oh God. Okay. Yeah. The crystal for depression, you could use lapis. You can use lapis because it's blue and it hits the throat chakra, so you're not going to hold in. Remember, depression is thinking of the past and anxiety is thinking of the future, and you're supposed to live in the moment, which is impossible on this planet, really, quite frankly. So yeah, so it's kind of weird. But, oh, a mood ring. Yes, I love mood rings. Okay, so I want to talk about, I got a hold of one of my cousins. If Bobby's on here, Bobby sent me some information about my birth family. So I got a hold of one of my birth cousins. And I had a nice, yeah, running helps depression. Why do you think I'm always climbing up a hill? This is so I don't kill people. But I talked to one of my cousins, and my aunt and uncle in Canada, over the age of 80 or close to the age of 80, downtown Houston without a mask. Okay, so they're about the age of 80, and they literally got a knock on their door, asking them why they weren't going to the doctor for medical, because they are on no medicine and they're 80, because, you know, oh yeah, there's the TV on, exactly. It's just on in the background, don't worry about it. Someone will turn it down slower. Oh, it's St. Patrick's Day tomorrow. I have to tell you that. I'm laughing. There's a scramble to turn the TV down. Yeah, we left it on. Anyway, running is, I could put this on mute and go, when my kids were little, I used to do readings like this, and then the people would be listening, and then there'd be loud noises, and I'd be like, shut the fuck up. Anyway, let's see. I want to know your thoughts on Tyler Henry. I don't have any thoughts at all on that, except to say that I did speak to somebody who was a PR person for him and was given a free reading by him, and she works for a huge PR company, and it was to introduce him, and she chose not to listen to what he had to say and left. Now, she's been to many psychics, and she just told me that was her experience. That's all I know. That's my first hand. Are you going to drink Irish cream tomorrow? Sure, I'll drink green cream. As if I didn't, I'd eat green garlic bread, right? So let me do that. You know, yeah, of course, he seems like, you know, it's all, what can I say? I don't know what to say. It's like gay for play in Hollywood. So, you know, if you're going to play and you're gay and you know, whatever, you're going to get where you go. I mean, I'm not knocking him. I really have no idea if he can or cannot do what he says. I don't know. I only know from my PR friend that told me what she told me, who I won't mention, you know, who that is. Thank you for that, you guys. Yeah, I won't mention her name because, you know, there was a private conversation. That's the only thing that I know. Okay, somebody just sent me Keithy in the blanket. All right, let's see. Somebody just sent me. Okay, honest. Oh my God. You're talking a front on view of the face. That is fucking crazy every day. I'll have to send it to the person watching TV behind me for them to check. That's kind of crazy. I'm going to have to highlight it. I do see it on the, whoever just sent me this. Whoever sent me this right here. I see it straight on. So it's not turned to the side, but I see it straight on. Is that how I see it? I literally see it. I see like this, the side of this, and the nose. Oh my God, my blanket is haunted. My blanket is haunted. It's haunted. It looks like a painting on your, that's what I'm seeing. So that's Bobby's painting. Bobby did this painting, by the way. Yeah, I'm like, I can never see it behind you guys do. Thank you for sending me that. Who sent me this? They were so sweet. This is from Karen Jennings Wilson, there with a doggy picture, cute doggy picture up there. Just saw an energy behind the chair, I'm sure. I know, my Keithy, he's so cute. We saw the K last time. I know, it's crazy. It's the front of the face. If you look, it's just not, it's shaded dark at the bottom. Yeah, I see it. I do see it. I saw it when she sent me the picture. I had to look though. Don't talk about haunting. I'm in bed. Okay, so anyway, what happened is the government showed up. I mean, the health department showed up and basically said to my Canadian relatives, you know, you're 80, you should be on meds and you need to get a physical. They don't want a physical. Why do they have to get a physical? Why is the government butting in? Maybe I never want to talk to a doctor. Maybe I just want to die of natural causes or cancer or whatever is naturally occurring in my body. Why do I have to want to live? And if I take care of myself, why do I have to be on the hamster wheel? Because you have to understand it's pay for play when it comes to medical. What happens is you end up keeping the money going through hands. 4 times a year, old people got to go to the doctor. You got to take your medicine, keeps the pharmaceuticals. It's graft. It's welfare. It's welfare to keep doctors in Mercedes. I don't need the doctors unless I need the doctors, and I'll decide when I need the doctors. There you go. That's what I'll decide. Sounds very Canadian. It sounds like, I know. Oh my God. Okay. Gay for pay. No, Hollywood is gay for pay. If you're gay, you're going to get farther ahead than if you're straight. You're not getting anywhere if you're a straight guy. They're all, you know, I'm going to say sucking, you know what, for money. You know what I'm going to say. They're all doing that to get work. That's how it works. It's a ritual of that kind of behavior. Not everybody is gay, but they'll be gay to get a TV show on air or whatever. Oh, I care a lot. Yeah, I saw that. Homosexual. Homosexual, exactly. Okay, so you know what I was going to say, though? I was just going to say something. Oh, my God. What was I going to say? I forget what I was going to say. It went right out of my head. Yeah, the Cecil Hotel. Yes, exactly, from the Eagles song, Hotel California. It sounds like that. But it literally is an energy portal. And so what I was trying to explain, obviously, because, you know, when you're explaining all of the things, when it comes to portals, there's several different ways. Look at, was Keithy an artist? No. Well, Keithy was artistic. I don't know that he was an artist per se. I saw Elvis on your blanket one night. I remember that. I've never seen Elvis. Elvis lives on my blanket. Um, but remember, when you're talking about portals, when anybody's talking about portals, think of portals as energy circles like chakras, and the earth has tons of portals, okay? So there are portals on the earth, but you can also open portals, okay? Portals, when it was Pastor Bob. Okay, there we are with Pastor Bob again, who's Elvis. I know, and he's living in, where is he living? Tennessee. Pastor Bob's living in Tennessee. Yeah, so portals can be open. People who practice conjuring up things, like a Marina Abramovic, remember her? Yes. What they do is they open in the energy around you with their chanting and their raising of the vibration to pull in another energy, and that opens a portal. You have to be very careful that you don't, yes. Well, that's what they're doing when they're doing spirit cooking, is they're pulling somebody through into an inanimate space, okay? Ouija boards any form of divination can open up portals or energy conveyor belts to other energies, okay? You can, yeah, Abramovich, bitch. Yeah, you can open, anything can, but it's really about your intention. And of course, if you're God-based, or you pray to God, yes, mirrors too. They say mirrors are portals. That's why that's why you can't just, social media has really screwed us up. Everybody takes pictures of everybody. Pictures can be used in black magic. Pictures can be used in all kinds of magic. Look at when you go on Indian reserves and that kind of thing, you can't take cameras and you can't take pictures because they don't want it being seen, because you can see what's around. Absolutely, mirrors. Well, I hate mirrors too, but not for that reason. as you get older, you look in the mirror and you're like, oh, what the hell is that? Okay, you dreamed of me. Wait, what did I do? Hopefully I did something good. Okay, wait, love your channel. Okay, I'll consider that. I don't know who that is. God-based. Yeah, well, if you believe in God. Some people don't. So, but you still cannot guarantee that you're going to have people positively visit. And remember, you never know really who you're speaking to until you have learned how to understand how your energy comes through. So you have to learn. A new psychic person may not know a real dead person from an alien person, from a shapeshifter, from a trickster, because there are trickster spirits out there. They say all kinds of crazy things. Sometimes you're like, oh, this, that, or the other, and they say whatever, and it's really crazy. And then you're like, what? What? So you have to learn how to energy healing. Energy healing works 100%. Energy raises the vibration. So when you raise your vibration, it's like athletic training. You are athletically bringing up your vibration so that smog that lives down here doesn't connect to you because you're up here. So you are doing that energetically. Yeah, so I know you can get vibes off the pic. I have not heard of those crystals, Andara crystals. So there's troll spirits. Oh my God, yes, spiritual discernment trolls. There's freaking trolls everywhere, right? The evil is repelled by high vibration. Absolutely. Buenos Aires, hello. No, you can get out of the smog, exercise, and connecting to nature. The reason nature, because nature comes from God. Trees, mountains, lakes, rivers, streams, pretty flowers, putting your feet on the grass, anything like this actually immediately grounds you and centers you without taking you out of your body. What causes a lot of anxiety with people is that they're half in their body and half out. So it's like they're riding double. They're hanging out the window of a car going 50, and so it gives them anxiety. And that can happen. And of course, as you know, I talked about on the Cecil video, the more drugs and alcohol you take, the more you open your energy field. So yeah, it's a slave time frame. Exactly. 24 hours a day. You got to do everything. And it's annoying. They've used time to control us. We're controlled here. We don't understand how controlled we are, and we think we make a lot of our own decisions. The way that I dress is based on a perception of things that I've seen in my childhood growing up and what I identified with. Of course, I fear evil. I don't fear it, but I don't like it. You know, I'm not a fan of evil. I mean, there is evil. I'm not going to back down from it, and I'll tell you why. I would never back down from it. I was full of fear, but after Keith died, I'll never back down from anything. Because what are you going to do? Kill me and I go with my son? I don't care. So go ahead, do it. But no, you can't fear evil. Fear is the trick. Fear is the trick. Everybody dies. Everybody crosses over. So what is to fear about it? So no, I mean, technically, I mean, yeah, if somebody jumped out with a clown mask on, I'm probably like, oh, what were those guys called at Ozfest wearing the clowns? What were those guys called? I can't even think of their names. You know, they're all dressed with the clown wigs on and the clown paint and the, yeah, those people. I mean, they were quite nice in line, but you remember them. What the hell are they called? Idiots. Yeah, no, I can't think of the name. There's a name for them. I really, Insane Clown Posse. Thank you. I'm like, yes, ICP. There you go. I saw tons of them and it was hilarious. I'm like, wow, you people are really wearing juggalos. Thank you, juggalos. I've seen some juggalos like actually hiking up in the Verdugos, but they come down like in the middle of the night or in the middle of the day, and they they wander around town, then they crawl up. I think they were homeless. Okay. What crystals are good for protection? Always, always, always tourmaline. So black tourmaline, sit it in front of you at your desk. Sit it in front of you when you sleep. Tourmaline is fantastic. Amethyst, quartz crystals, other healing crystals. I mean, for protection. It depends what kind of protection, but tourmaline, I think, and black tourmaline, brown tourmaline is probably an obsidian. But obsidian, I got you live. Oh, yeah, I know. I'm opening up on the 12th for readings, but it's first come, first serve. I didn't take a list because I just didn't. I don't know about obsidian for protection, and here's why. Obsidian basically opens the energy up. What keeps smoky quartz, thank you. What keeps you blocked is opened up by obsidian. Does moldavite ruin your life? Possibly, yes. Let's see. I think Sharon Osbourne's fine. I actually know Sharon and she seems fine. And I don't know, I didn't watch what she did, but she's sticking up. Thank you for that, Leslie. Thank you all. She's sticking up for her friend. And I guess free speech is free speech. So she's pretty nice every time I see her because, as you know, my friend Barb's husband plays in Ozzy's band with Ozzy as a guitarist, Zach. So I've gone to several functions with her, and she can say, she can defend who she wants to defend, just like you can, just like I can, just like, you know, whatever. But I mean, in personal life, she seems rather fine. I'm not saying I don't have to live with her and I'm not sleeping with her. So those are two different things. But all she's doing is defending, and she has a temper and she'll probably cuss you out. So will I. And there's a lot of us that will. So whatever. Except for, when they censor you, whatever you just said. Yeah, she's feisty. Thank you for that. Thank you. Wait, Leslie, didn't you just do that? Thank you. Yeah, I'm sure the left is attacking Sharon for whatever, but yeah, I need glasses. Exactly. I don't mind her. Thank you for the super chats. Walter Reed Army Hospital. My son came back injured from Iraq. Yeah, Ozzy seems fine. I mean, like, they're fine. There's nothing, you know, whatever. But the point, whether I like them or not, is not even the point. What I don't like is the censorship. I don't like the censorship at all. I don't like that in any way whatsoever at all, because the censorship is horrific. Meaning, if you agree with her, and by the way, just because you're on like some stupid talk show, I'm talking about her co-host, you're on a dumb talk show and you think that okay, so her friend, I guess, is Pierce Morgan, right? And I did not hear what was said, but her friend is Pierce Morgan. So that's her friend. What, is her friend not allowed to fuck up and say something once in a while that maybe this, that, or the other? Of course he is. We're on planet fuck up, right? Everything is a mistake on this planet. Everything we do is a colossal fuck up. So she's not supposed to be his friend because he may or may not have said something that they may or may not want to consider RECIST, whatever. And by the way, do you know what I heard in California? Speaking of that word that I just said and the juggalos, do you know what I heard? I heard in California, okay, ground you, any kind of quartz crystal, amethyst, and tourmaline. Smoky quartz and, oh my God, I just forgot the name of it now. The other one I love, and I just completely forgot it. Shungite from psychic attacks. Okay, and lapis for mental calmness. Turquoise for psychic. It depends what you want. You know, adventuring and citrine for money. I do have moldavite on, and I have moldavite. I've had it for like 7 years. Excuse me. And it does disappear on you when it wants to. And sometimes I love black obsidian. And sometimes it comes back, and other times it really like messes your life up. Labradorite is good psychically. So garnet is good if you're trying to connect in a sexual way, meaning with your lover, your husband, your wife, whoever. Garnet is really good as far as that goes. It'll bring you in. Labradorite, yeah, labradorite is to raise your psychic sensitivity, so you'll be able to tell who is there. Moldavite's pretty strong. Like moldavite can really screw you up. I miss my kitty Tulip too, and my Keithy, Tulip and Keithy. Okay, so let me just get back to the point. What I heard, and I don't know if it's just California or if it's everywhere, but I heard that they are not giving farmers money if you are white because white people have had enough. No money for whitey, okay? Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you. Wait, oh God. Thank you. Let me see what you just said. Hi, did you get my heart moon with Keithy? Yes, I did, Jennifer. That I showed it I showed it. You gave me the moon with the picture of me and Keithy on it with saying my delicious Sagittarius, correct? I did show it. Yes, I did. It's beautiful and it sits in my bedroom. I brought it out here I think that's what you're talking about because there was no note that came with it. So I showed it on there and it was yes, it's so beautiful. That's my favorite picture of Keith because I'm sniffing him. I was sniffing him that day. He's just a little guy and I was sniffing him. Moral story, never be white, never be a white male. That is not allowed. But I don't know why our culture, like even if somebody is, and thank you, Jennifer, for that so much, even if somebody is a complete oppressor of society, complete oppressor, a complete piece of shit. Let's say white people are shit, okay? So first of all, you reversing what you didn't like on you to them is like causing big problems. Thank you for that, Leslie. Oh my God, Leslie. Thank you for that. Thank you so much. Y'all know it's going to the lawyer. That's where it's going. So you have to understand, you can't just say, I don't like racism, but white people can't have this. And they added a caveat. Thank you, Leslie, so much for that. If that's you, Leslie, up there, thank you. And Jennifer and everybody else, and especially, oh my God, thank you so much. You can't say these oppressed people get their due in court, whatever. We're not giving whitey any money. And then here's the caveat to that. If you are Asian, they said, and I believe it's California, you don't get any money either. Do you know why? Do you know why you don't get any money if you're Asian? Because you're too much like whitey. Even though we put Asians into, Japanese into internment camps during World War II. I wasn't alive, so I did not do that. But my people did, I guess. I'm from Europe, but whatever. I don't know. Should I be held responsible because of my skin color? Is that not racist? I'm just asking. Call me crazy. Whitey. No, what do they call me? Cracker, whitey, whatever. I'm totally. Wait, what massive attacks in Atlanta today? I have to Google this. White people. No, I'm not one. I don't give a shit if I'm a minority. I don't care. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the intellectual insaneness of people, oppressed groups of people, whoever they may be, being given money. That's fine. That's whatever, paying back, I guess. That's fine. But you can't just say because you're a white farmer in 2021, you can't get a bailout by the government. Everybody and their cousin, we're letting the whole border open. What's everybody talking about? What is that? Yeah, when you say all of one group. Oh, of course, all women, all men, all whatevers. No, it isn't very godlike of them. It's very strange. I heard it and I was like, what? Sloan, you should read a paper. No, I will never read the paper. You know why? Because the news lies. I'm sorry, I can't. I haven't sat down and watched a news show in over 20 years. I won't go to the movies. Once with Lila, but I'm not going to do it. Number one, I won't go to the movies. See, your dad is a farmer. We need our farmers because that's how we get our food. Yeah, the news to me doesn't mean anything. I hear it eventually, but I'm not going to sit and like waste my time. But I am going to look up in Atlanta. And I'm Canadian, so, you know, there's my excuse. I wonder if we're going to boycott Canada. So here's the latest gossip, which I knew about 3 years ago. I don't know what's going on in Atlanta. Atlanta news. Let's look it up. Atlanta news. I didn't hear anything from my friend in Atlanta. Wait, my friend, the news anchor, told me the news lies. Oh, well, the news is propaganda because the news, 8 killed. You're right. Spa killing spree. Well, that'll teach you. Was everybody naked in there? Yeah, spa. Sorry. Terrible. 8 killed in shootings at 3 Atlanta area massage parlors. Interesting. So are they targeting the people or the men? I mean, are they targeting the girls or the men? That's terrible. I don't know who did this. The suspect in 3 metro. Yeah, that's terrible. But see, no happy endings there. I'm sorry. Now I'm not going to make fun of that. You said that. You're going to get me screamed at. But what about I've seen the Colorado airport, the girls. Okay, targeting the girls. This again, when they do this kind of thing, understand, and that's what I was trying to talk about, like when I did the video at the Cecil Hotel, you have to understand a lot of people in our country work for the government, like a lot of people, school teachers, all the way to the Navy, the Army, medics, blah, 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 all the way down. When you have a family and you work for the government, they target your children. They target your children by giving them pills and medicines and all kinds of things that split their brain. And then you get people that go out and do crazy shootings. That's what they do. Yeah, no, I know. I don't look at people in a racist way. I mean, I'm aware that they're different looking than I am. I'm obviously, whatever, but I don't look at them and Sloan, what do you think about the white light from, I don't know. I don't know what I think of that. I don't know what I think of it. I know that hookers, I like hookers, Potter. Psyop. Exactly. I'm sorry. I'm like, I like hookers. I'm a fan of the hookers, but problem is in our society, a lot of people are exactly MK Ultra mind control through the government. It's actually through the government. I was watching some stuff on the documentaries of how they indoctrinated people using LSD back in the 60s and how they used it as a way of seeing how they could change the way certain test human being subjects thought. So they do that, and then you've got people that go off. So even Charles Manson was mind controlled. He was targeted. Charles Manson was targeted since childhood because his mother was dating someone in the army, and he was the kid, even though she was a prostitute, living in a brothel. That's the story they tell you. He was at Boys Town too. That's exactly right. This is what they do. They take a kid and they're like, here, we're going to feed your mind. And all these stupid kids out there taking the drugs. I mean, it's what they don't get it. Oh, definitely had demons attached to him by the time. But see, Manson was an alter personality. The problem is when Manson gets back into his brain, into his body, he's not the person doing the shit that he was doing, whatever he was doing. Okay. Frank Zappa's house. I don't know about that. I don't know about Frank Zappa's house. Wasn't his house connected to the Manson murders? That's right, Sharon Tate. Sorry, I digress. But when you look at somebody like Britney Spears right now, you're looking at Britney Spears is somebody who is under complete mind control, or she would slap her father in the face and say, get the hell out of my face, right? Get away from me. I'm 40 years old almost. You're not going to control me. she would get the proper lawyer, but she's mind controlled and she's being split by the family connection. Look at Charles Manson. Look in their eyes. Look at the last 8 massacres and killings. The Olsen twins, you know, I think they look like, I can't even. Look at what goes on. We love to find a villain, so we like to say they're crazy. Nobody's that crazy. Human beings do not kill like that. That's not of human nature. That is, they're gremlins. I call them little trolls, but I'm not trying to be mean. Has nothing to do, their eyes are black. But see, when you sell out and you sell out to billionaire status, that's where you're going. You're not even in control of yourself. Problem is, people don't, who drugged men? Oh my God, who? What? Wait, I gotta take these off. Headache. Headache, okay. There, whatever. Okay, so even when you have people in our society, they've got a very vacuous. Cardi B, how did she go from stripper down to wherever? And if you watch the Grammys, you're looking at that. If you're looking at the Grammys, what on God's earth are you, what exactly are you watching? I do not watch it, but what are you watching? And exactly, if you leave your front door open, your body, your front door, and the Tuskegee experiments where they infected all the black men in the 30s and 40s with a vitamin vaccine, vitamin that gave them syphilis and then passed it on. And exactly, and they ended up all dying of that. And it was documented. That went on for close to 45 years. Exactly. Demons in dress up. Exactly. Dead eyes. Cardi B, I mean, you know, if you listen, actually, Cardi B said they were going to come and kill her. So she knows what she did. She knows, look at this crazy hair. She knows exactly what she did. Yeah, of course. Yeah, half dead. Yeah, I know. They do that. Amanda Bynes is the same way. They are mind controlled. But here's the problem when you're mind controlled. The problem is regular people that turn on the news, okay? And remember, the news has repetitive music. They bullshit you. They're like, oh, we're not going to give you the information up front. We're control freaks. We're going to make you watch the whole fucking show to get the one piece of information you want. That just tells you what kind of control freaks they are. They are invested in presenting information the way that they choose in their narrative. Now, the narrative that they want us to follow is that we need to listen to them and they're the authority. They're not my authority. Not my authority. You are not my authority. I don't believe a word you're saying. There may be the odd one of you that is saying, I'm talking about on the news. There may be the odd one person, news person, who is, you know, truthful. But when you're talking about like the Amityville horror and all of those things, you don't know what psych meds do to you. The one thing that Tom Cruise did right, although he should not have been picking on Brooke Shields because he doesn't have a vagina, maybe he does, I don't know. But anyway, is psych meds, because you don't know how they split your, yeah, of course they are. You don't know how they split your mind. The last killers, think of the last 8 mass murder crazy people. The kid in Arizona, the kid that killed all the little kids, wherever that was back east. All of those, okay, I can't even remember the names of them. But when you look at them, it's all really awkward looking, white men, young males, with the same blank stare, all on psych meds, playing with guns, whose parents had a connection to the military. Look it up. Look it up. Okay, so yeah, I can't say the word, but Sandy and then, you know, Peter Pan and Hook. Anyway, Chris Watts, definitely. Chris Watts, 100%. Chris Watts. Clap on, clap off, and he does it. That's what they do. They're sellouts, and people are so stupid they don't understand it. And I can't explain it to them because, yeah, I don't even know what to say. But yeah, I don't watch MSM, Columbine, all of those things. Human weapons, weaponizing a human mind. Now, understand they have altars. They speak about it. Cardi B speaks about it. Lady Gaga speaks about it. She calls her people her monsters. Sasha Fierce, what's her name? Beyonce. They all have altars that they can't get rid of. Somebody else, Nicki Minaj, whatever, she talks about it as well, okay? So they split, they compartmentalize the brain. Think of a huge labyrinth maze, okay? And think of Jeffrey Dahmer, the same thing. I've never liked Garth Brooks. I have never looked into him, but I just can't. And also, when we're talking about Meghan Markle, let's just talk about this for a second, okay? Anybody and their right cousin, uncle, head in a box, I know Ariana, head in a box person, okay? Anybody, person, knows that the Queen of England is classist, racist, a bitch, stealing money from her people. Why did her people have to pay for that wedding? Get your own money. You got enough money to feed the whole world. The Queen is one of the richest women in the world. Why is she taking taxpayers' money? God, do not save the Queen, because people like her don't go into the light, if you get what I'm saying. They go somewhere else. But the Queen has never said, now keep in mind, when you're talking about monarchies and royalty, you're talking about people through Princess Diana. Anybody listen to she is. I told you I was expelled out of 7th or 8th grade because I refused to stand for God Save the Queen, and I refused to sing it. She's not my queen, and no. And I really did get kicked out of school for that. God Save the Queen. I couldn't stand the woman. I just couldn't stand anything about it. They should abolish the monarchy. The problem is, if you listen to Princess Di, okay, first of all, Princess Di was groomed from childhood to marry into that family, very wealthy. They weren't just going to pick an average school teacher. She was a school teacher because they had to give her a job because she had money. She was born into money. Did you know with Princess Di? Did you know with poor Princess Di? Before she married Dodi Al-Fayed's father, what was his name? I can't think of his name. You know, the owner of Harrods. Princess Di's father, the Queen, okay, and the Queen's, and there was somebody else there too. Who the hell was there? There was another female there. They all checked up Princess Di's hooch to make sure she was a virgin, whatever the hell that means. And they take the cloth and they break her hymen or whatever up there till it bleeds. Did you know that? That's in her own words. She had to present herself. This is what she says on the tapes that she did with, you remember her friend, she's a breeder. Exactly. That's what's called a breeder. It's what the gay men do in Hollywood when they marry a straight woman. They give them money to breed kids. They're breeders. Princess Di was a breeder and she was checked. Those are her words. The Queen Mother, but there was another famous female there. I can't remember who it is. But Princess Diana, remember she did Andrew Morton. She did the tapes with Andrew Morton. Yeah, that's what she said. She literally said before she was able to marry Prince Charles, this fucking monarchy that the taxpayers pay to live in that house, and kiss their ass and curtsy to the Queen. Someone ought to punch her in the face. She's too old, but you get what I'm saying. They stuck their faces, a whole group of them, up her, you know what, to make sure that she was a proper material. That is disgusting sexual abuse, but her father was there. But here's the thing. What's his name? Dodi Fayed's father was there. She was a broodmare. That's it. That's all she is. That's what the royal family is. I'd punch her and I'm all too. I know I shouldn't say that. I'm sorry. I just dislike the Queen. I dislike that family big time. But yeah, of course, Meghan Markle does not marry into that family without her being related. I mean, it's just obvious. It's just plain damn obvious, okay? And anybody who doesn't understand that. But when you listen to Princess Diana's tapes, which I did, there's hours and hours. There's like 8 hours of tapes. When I listened to her talk about that and talk about them taking the cloth and taking the blood from her vaginal area, and I don't know what they do with the cloth, but then she's cleared to marry that ogre, Prince Charles, that troll. He's a troll. Anyway, I mean, I don't really know what they're like in personal life, but there's no way that the Queen let her grandson leave. Oh, he is a pig. Remember when he wanted to be a tampon and live in Camila's hoochie? Do you remember that? He left it on a message. I want to be a tampon. Who says that? Do you know what tampons are for? Collecting blood. He said that. You remember that. Look it up. Prince Charles and the tampon taped conversation. Oh, yeah, that's true. That was like in the 80s. or the 90s. It was when Princess Di was hurling herself down the stairs and bulimic because she couldn't believe she married into some kind of psycho crazy family, even though she came from yes, he likes blood, I guess. Exactly. He called him, he wanted to be a tampon. It is true. Go research it. I know they're pedophiles. You're not best friends with Jimmy Savile, who, by the way, I know a forced marriage. Yeah, breeders. That's what they are. Yeah, of course she did. I know. I know exactly what they are, but he wanted to be a tampon. I still can't get past that. I'm like, who says that? Well, he is a tampon. I'm totally against tampons at this point after this conversation, but Jimmy Savile, when you look into that and you understand that Johnny Rotten from the Sex Pistols back in 1978 called out Jimmy Savile on the BBC, I call him, say it wrong, on the BBC, got banned from the BBC for saying that this guy was a prolific pedophile who he knew molested kids. After his death, he was considered one of the top pedophiles in the world with over 400 victims that they know of, on top of raping and pillaging dead bodies, so necrophilia. Okay, so this was him, and he was knighted by the Queen, who had to know what he was because she knows what he is. Period. There's no way that guy's getting in there. I mean, they're checking up. Yeah, I know Princess Diana didn't like him. He wanted to give him marriage advice. Hello, you screw corpses and rape children in the hospital with cancer. That's what he was. I mean, but of course, if the Queen knights somebody, be very wary of it. It's not good. Yeah, of course he was picked to be, I know he was picked to be Diana's manager, but he was completely, there's no way they didn't know because Johnny Rotten of the Sex Pistols knew, 1978. He was knighted after that. That came out on the BBC. The BBC squashed the story and therefore is responsible for the continued abuse of children. Just saying. Yeah, so, yeah, Bob Geldof knighted. Well, you know, I talked about that, right? You know. No, they haven't killed Johnny Rotten yet. Yeah, they haven't. And she knighted the Beatles. Well, you know about the Beatles. You know, I mean, come on. All of it is just all complete craziness. I know. So when we're looking at somebody like Meghan Markle and the show, Horse and Pony show she's putting on, my God, they're treating us so bad. Poor me. Listen, you bitch, people lost their jobs. They lost their families. They've got illnesses. They don't have money to pay their bills. They cannot work. You spoiled, pampered, see you next Tuesday. We don't even need to see your interview. Why are they interviewing Meghan Markle? I know what she is. She's a handler. That's very obvious. And that's why he's kind of going off on the side here. That's exactly right, handler. And she's keeping him in check. That's kind of the same thing you see with, okay, I've got to get the actor's name right. He's a really tall, good looking, who played Wolverine in the movies? That guy. Who's that guy? Wolverine. Do you remember who I'm talking about? I can't think of his name. Oh my God. The Wolverine actor. What the hell is his name? Oprah is just a pile of crap. Hugh Jackman. There you go. I was going to say it backwards. His wife is a handler. That's why he married an older woman. She's a controller of him. And he's gay, too, on top of it. I don't know that. I'm just saying. All right. So there you go. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Oh, thank you, you guys. But Hugh Jackman, yeah, I mean, his wife is so much older that you know she's been put in position and she was his manager. So she keeps control of the money. That's how they work with the handlers. That is what it is. Meghan was a yacht girl. I'm quite sure. Oh, yeah, the yacht girl, of course, making money with the, exactly, little Brittany, what's her name? What is the father of Dodi Al-Fayed's name? What is that guy's name? Oh, my God. Yes, he is gay. I mean, he looks gay. No offense to him in his crazy life, but... Okay, so wait, Muhammad Al-Fayed, thank you. Brittany Murphy was a yacht girl with Muhammad Al-Fayed. Muhammad Al-Fayed watched Princess Diana lose her virginity. Now ask yourself if he and the Queen were together then. You don't think they knew when Dodi and Princess Di were sacrificed? You don't think? I think they knew. I think it was deal signed in blood back then. Because why was he there to watch that? Why? Exactly. If I've read they switched. Yeah, I'm quite sure they did. But I mean, no, really, why? And Megan, you know, whatever she is, it doesn't matter to me what she is or isn't, because this should not be an interview. It's not relevant. It's not relevant. No one cares. I don't know about Fergie. Fergie seemed like a colossal mess. Yeah, Oprah was connected to John of God. We all know who Oprah is. She was on her yacht on January 29th when Sabrina Bittencourt ended up hanging herself out there. She's the one that took John of God down, and then she died 4 days after from hanging again, after Oprah's yacht with David Geffen and Gail and crazy Diane Sawyer all pulled up on the yacht outside of San Paulo. And so Sabrina suddenly hung herself. That's what happens. Yeah, Fergie is a little bit weird. She's always been a bit weird. But imagine if you're married to Prince Hugh Jackman. Thank you. But remember, Fergie was married to Prince Andrew. And look at how they throw Prince Andrew out there as a pedophile. He's the tamest of the bunch, okay? Diane Sawyer has an alcohol problem, I believe. Just hearsay, just hearsay, but I believe that that's what the issue is. She's money hungry party girl. Okay, wait, who? Megan or Fergie? But when you look at Andrew and Fergie's daughters, no disrespect, do they not look like the two sisters in Cinderella with those dumbass hats on them? Don't they? Why do they always got to wear hats in the British family? Like, why don't you just dress like a person instead of this? Like, oh, we're so much better. We're regal. We're special. We're monarchs. No, you appointed yourself that and you robbed people to get your money. Yeah, she definitely has an alcohol problem. I'm sure they still do live together. Who told Harry that? Megan's surprise. Wait, who told... Who told? I missed out what Harry wasn't. Yeah, Julia Roberts was there too. Another person. Yeah, there. I mean, first of all, you've got to understand, we have been brainwashed to believe these people are in control of us. They're not in control of us. They don't have any authority. They have no authority. We are born into places where we're told that you're supposed to respect these people. We don't question it. We don't pay attention to it. We never go out of it. People are always like, oh my God, Prince William looks like, listen. Okay, so anyway, how many of you all think that Harry is Prince Charles' kid? Not me. I don't think he is. So there you go. Yeah, David Geffen, head Luciferian is all I'm going to say. Yeah. So we are taught to do fake idolization or idealizing certain people, and the fakeness is the royalty. How did they get their money? Who died and gave all those people money? They're not smart. Prince Charles looks like a damn fool, okay? He looks like a damn fucking fool. No one cares what he says. He's never going to be king. Why is he making that money? Prince Harry, I don't care who he marries. Mafia, I know what it is. They've robbed the people. Exactly. Yes, I heard she was Philip. Well, Philip is a Nazi. The King of England, Nazi, or whatever he is, Prince. I guess he's Prince Philip. Yeah, so there you go. Prince Philip is a complete... Yes, they worship evil. Totally. James Hewitt, that's the guy's name. Princess Di's horse trainer, cricket player, polo playing friend, whatever, guy on a horse. That guy, exactly. I think Charles is a tampon, exactly. How is Philip still alive? No idea. I know they worship the Baphomet. They are satanic in nature, Luciferian blood cult, whatever you want to call it. But it is a huge problem. Obviously, William is Charles's kid. He looks like it. He's balding. He's got the humor of, a boring dweeb. And he keeps knocking his wife up, who looks like she should, escape. Harry looks like he's going a little bit off of center. And Meghan's there to annoy the shit out of everybody. And no one cares about Meghan. First of all, she's half white and half black, or white, half black and half white. So she's both. I love it. Even Obama used to do that. He's like, my dad this, my dad that. Well, your dad did not raise you. Your white mother did. But people, it doesn't matter to me if they're white or black, but he's got one of each parent. So he's chocolate milk mixed, right? He's got one of each. So does Meghan Markle. She's got a white guy and a black mom. So they're both on both sides. So even when the royal family's getting bent out of shape about that, what the hell does that even mean? I mean, I don't know. The royal family's persnickety, uptight. Back in the day, they had someone clean their shit out of their butts. Remember that? They had a bath groomsman or whatever. That's the royal family. They can't do anything for themselves. They're disgusting. Nobody should be following these people. Nobody at all. Yeah. Meghan's dad is the best America has to offer. That's hilarious. I know it's all a distraction and crap, and people really watch that and they're like, oh my God, her dress was so gorgeous. Who cares? People are starving. The royal family has enough money to feed everybody. No, they don't brush their teeth, but they're British. No offense to the British out there, but we all know the British have shit teeth. They really do. That's a thing. Yeah, Meghan is just, his job is to annoy people. Princess Di seemed like she was pretty cool, and that's why she ended up dead. But unfortunately, she was born into a blood cult family because her father sacrificed her for his standing to get out there. So understand that. She was given up as a child to marry up for the greed of money. Money is their god. That's what it is. As long as their daughter marries up, it's disgusting. It's really wrong. And then they checked up her hooch to make sure she was okay. Like, I'd like to see us do that to men. Is that going to be like a thing? Can we check a man to see if he's okay to marry our daughters? I mean, what? I don't even, it's just really Kamloops. Yes, the Queen in Kamloops. I just saw Kamloops, but yes, Mohawk children. I know. Madeleine McCain, exactly. Mohawk children. Mohawk children. The Queen and Philip went in and they took those 14 kids out of the orphanage, and those kids were never seen again. Now, why would the Queen need to have lunch with these kids and never take them back to an orphanage? Where the hell did they go? And the guy that reported it and charged a suit against the tribunal because because they were Native kids, Native Indian, I don't know what they call them in Canada. I know what she did with them. I know what she did with them. I can't say the words on here, but yes, I know what she dined on that night. However, those 14 kids, the one kid, whatever his name is, he literally reported it, was brought to trial, and on his way to speak on behalf of those children, because he was in that orphanage and never saw them again, he suddenly committed suicide. So when they're suddenly hanging themselves, they're not hanging themselves, right? We know this. Indigenous children, thank you. I don't know what Canada changes them. I know exactly what it was for. So yeah, those kids were never seen. They were from age 4 to 14 and they were never seen again. So on what planet does somebody get to go and sign kids out for lunch and never bring them back and they're never heard from again? And that is an actual fact. I know they're dead. I know what happened to them. But why is that allowed? And why do we not question the Queen on that? Belgium is the #1 top city for trafficked children, Belgium. So when they talk about the castle, remember George Bush Sr., that pile of crap? Okay, sorry, Jesus, I've got to stop. Anyway, you remember Bush Sr. and him talking about 1,000 lights up in the sky? He's talking about the castle in Belgium where all of this sacrificing goes on. He's talking in code. People are too dumb to know this. You have to educate yourself. You have to educate. But I know they stole the Native kids. Exactly. I know huge. They sacrificed them. They just took them. Who in an orphanage doesn't say, hey, Queen, where are these kids? They didn't show up for class. We're just going to ignore this and just sweep it under. And what about the priests through, I just watched an interview from the guy. Oh my God, he's 57 now, I think. And he was a child in an orphanage in Ireland running from Catholic. It was a Catholic orphanage. And he's a total addict. He's a total whatever. They prostituted all those kids out in Ireland. Boys, of course. It's boys. We think it's women. It's boys. Everybody's after the boys, but that's what they did. Yeah, of course they do. They just did it. And he's speaking out. He's not dead yet, but you know, whatever. Orphanages are just a setup. Orphanages says you have nobody looking out for you. Adoption says you have nobody looking out for you. We're just going to adopt you out. Foster care, no one gives a shit. You don't have parents. That's why it's so important. See, they tricked society. They tricked women in, especially when they said it's morally wrong to have a baby out of wedlock. So they took all the babies. They just took the babies. And then they give them to foster homes and they give them to all kinds of people. Sometimes it works out. Sometimes it doesn't. First Nation children. Yeah, that's exactly. Well, I mean, look it up. It's called Mohawk children. And it actually happened in Kamloops. And those kids were never seen again. Where the fuck are they? I mean, if my kid's not seen again at school, they're calling child services on me. So what about this? Yeah, that's ridiculous. Let's see. I don't know when the revolution's happening. Let's see. Brittany Beers missing Michigan. Okay, I will. Oh, missing in Michigan. Yeah. Exactly. I know. I heard that Keithy's in there. Somebody sent me a picture. Hopefully somebody else sends me a picture too. I can see it briefly outlined. But yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I said punch her in the face. But anyway, I hate the Queen. Everything about them bothers me. First of all, they are the homeliest looking people on the planet. And they run around with the dumbest looking things on their head, the stupidest purses, just like Jacqueline Kennedy. She's not a style icon, you fucking idiots. It's a joke. She's wearing a curtain. Just stop. I can't. I just can't. I can't. I've got to free myself. She's wearing a fucking curtain, okay? Jacqueline Kennedy, she's a beauty queen. No, she's not. I don't want to look like that, and I ain't wearing that curtain dress, even if it is in the 60s. Get the hell out of here. What the hell? Thank you all for the super chats. Oh my God. Did he go, you know? Oh, I'm so sorry, Alicia. Your husband died. He was awfully young. Thank you so much. He was awfully young. Wait, how old was he? 32-year-old husband. Oh, I'm sorry. He just passed away. What did he pass from, honey? Of course he went into the light. He's not evil. You don't even have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about that unless you are truly of ill will. It's your intention, and God always knows our intention. Even if we fall off our path and end up doing things in our life that maybe aren't the nicest, God always knows who you are. I'm so sorry, though, for the loss of your husband. I mean, seriously. Okay, wait, he died of cirrhosis of the liver. Aw. Yeah, that's a childhood trauma not dealt with. I'm sorry, sweetie. You know what? I'll tell you something. I bet at this point, I feel like you're going to hear from him pretty soon, and I feel like he can see why he was doing what he was doing, even if you couldn't. Something about it, you couldn't see what he was doing or you didn't understand it, which you wouldn't, but I feel like he's going to get some clarification on that, and I do feel like you're going to hear from him real soon. I'm so sorry. That's hard, though. That's hard. Very hard. Somebody thinks Prince Harry is sexy as hell. That just came out. I'm sorry. That's a digression. Okay, Alicia, I'm so sorry for that. Understand, people with cirrhosis of the liver, you can't really live without your liver. So when it breaks down, so I'm assuming there was another issue going on. Who the hell is that? Let me see. Oh my God. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm being interrupted. Oh God. Is that racist? Okay, seriously, are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck is wrong with him? You just showed me. My show got busted in. I'm like, what? I just saw the craziest picture. Okay, so Alicia, understand that your husband will be able to see what was going on, and then I can't show you the picture. I'll get yelled at. Okay, I'm happy if they're happy. Anyway, that's the craziest picture I've ever seen. I can't even repeat it. Oh God, fuck, we're racist. You understand that? Oh God, I'm not. I'm just saying. Oh my God. Okay, so I can't show you. I swear to God, I can't, because the person who I'm talking about probably watching this. Anyway, it's just a goofy cartoon picture. I didn't send it. Someone sent it to him. He showed me. It's stupid. Anyway, okay. So when when you're talking about somebody that passed under circumstances with cirrhosis of the liver, you're going straight to the father connection, father-son connection. And that has to be worked out. And since there's a violent component to that, that wasn't worked out. And that's kind of going to be seen now. And so, Alicia, you will see your husband. But I mean, you'll see him sooner than later. Easier said than done. But I know that you're probably really very upset right now about that. I'm so sorry. Your husband died at 32. It's very, very young. That's so young. So young. That's so young. Yeah, that's very young. I feel sorry. I'm sorry for you. I don't know how to help you because I can't help. So I just saw something funny, which made me laugh. But honest to God, you just got to go through the grief. I don't even know what to say. And you lost your husband at 32 and he overdosed. Oh my God, last year in May. I'm so sorry. And your dad passed. Let's see, she died. Wait, I'm hiking every day. Oh, good. Somebody's hiking. That's what you can do, Alicia. You can walk, you can hike. You've got to do something to keep your body, and you're not going to feel like it. You know what I do? Sometimes I drive to the hiking hill and I sit in my car and then I text Paul. Paul is my computer helper. So I text Paul with these notes, messages, bullshit, that just so that I don't have to get out of the car, right? And I text him and then I'm like, okay, 15 minutes has gone by. And then I'm like, no, I don't want to go hiking here. And then I drive to another hill. I sit out there. I text him back. And then I go to another hill and I do it again. And that's what it is. No, I was laughing. I was laughing at somebody showing me something. Yeah, 1 minute you're fine and 1 minute you're not. And it does come and go. And I'm sorry your son passed away. Oh my God. Yeah, it's just, I don't even know what to say. There's no describing this world when somebody you love passes. No, I'm not a racist. I'm sorry. I was making, it was facetious. I was talking facetiously to a guest, and a guest who's sitting over there. I was talking facetious about something. But anyway, swimming is good. All kinds of things are good. Okay. Oh God, your husband passed at 50, also young. And he overdosed. Oh God, he overdosed on fentanyl. Jesus. Okay, so your roommate overdosed on fentanyl. See, you got to watch the fucking fentanyl. As tough as you think you are as a drug addict, as tough as you think you are, because drug addicts are always like, it's not going to get me. I take care of myself. I take my vitamins. I do this. I work out. I'm not a real drug addict. You're a real fucking drug addict who's making excuses and in denial, which is what drug addicts are. But you've got to watch it because they're mixing fentanyl with everything. They're putting fentanyl into everything. Why they're doing that, I don't know, because it literally is like 6 times as strong as anything, and it's a problem, right? Yeah, you caught me, Christina. They push the fentanyl. That's what they're doing. They're pushing it, and it's a problem. So people take drugs, a cheap way to stretch the oxy. It is, but it's so unpredictable. It's so unpredictable. I'd rather you go eat mushrooms out of the forest. Don't do that. It's a joke. But it's so unpredictable, and fentanyl makes your tolerance. Yeah. And all it does is slow down your respiratory system. What is your respiratory system? It's the way that you breathe. Cannabis is a lot different than that. A lot different. Yeah, no, they don't know they're buying it. A lot of people don't. A lot of things are laced with all kinds of things. Drug dealers are not honest people. China sent fentanyl. Exactly. Drug dealers. You know, when my kids were in high school, there was a boy, and I think his name, I want to say his name was Kyle. I might be wrong. That might not be his name. Anyway, he was 16, and all of his Facebook pictures and all of that, I'll have to look at that. Thank you for that. I will have to look at you for that. What are your thoughts on TRS and helping? Okay, I don't even know what those initials stand for. You got to educate me on that, or I'm not getting it in my brain right this second. But anyway, this kid, and I can't remember his name, but all of his posts on social media, he was wearing a gas mask, and he was doing that nitrous oxide, and he was at somebody's house, and he actually died from that. Just actually died from that, okay? Speaking of drugs, I'm going to smoke a joint. Yeah, well, at least it's not fentanyl. Oh my God. Yeah, you might not feel the suicide for a while because they have to process and go through on the other side. They will come back when they can. Suicide, it's heavy metal toxin. Suicide people, until they recognize that it was not the way to go, sometimes they have work to acclimate, sometimes a year of our time to acclimate. Somebody else is going to smoke a blunt right now. Nitrous, yeah, kind of like huffing, but they would put the masks on and do it. And this kid died. He was 16. 16. I remember it just really very much upset me. And then there was Keith's friend that got murdered, shot in the head. Just what people do on this planet. Does marijuana open you up? Yes, it does open you up. It puts you right on the astral level. The more weed you smoke, the more on the astral level you are. You're on the first level outside of this physical level. Now understand, on the astral level are all of your trickster spirits on the way through to the higher realms. Also, the government attaches, yes, I know, I'm talking about the government. They're going to come after me. The government can get to the astral levels. They do not teach people how to do that. Okay. They don't teach people what we're doing. We're taught all kinds of crap. We're taught to follow these rules. If you go to school, you'll get a good job. Bullshit. If you go to college and pay 200 grand, you'll get this for the parents' ego. Bullshit. If you do this, my son has a procedure in the morning. Yes, your son will be fine. Don't be silly. Of course, fentanyl can kill you. Weed is probably not going to kill you. Fentanyl is ridiculous. Yeah, it's moving everywhere because everybody's trying to tune out. Astral level is in low sperm count. Yeah, that's what I meant, low sperm count. Yeah, Numite. Numite's wonderful. Numite's known as the magician's crystal. So it's the magical, the Merlin crystal. So Numite is used in a way to bring about what you want to bring about. You know, weed off. I didn't like it. Wait, weed off? Oh my God. Weed just makes you a dope. Yeah. Oh, ketamine. Okay. PTSD. I've heard about the ketamine therapy. I used to have a client that gave ketamine. She was a psychiatrist and she gave ketamine. Now, I know a lot of people that do ketamine. And again, I'm going to say this. It's fine if you're having, any drug is going to be fine. Vaping, I'm so much happier. Be happy then. Don't vape with that illegal shit in your lungs. So remember, your lungs are tiny little things. And the more you put in there, it can be a problem. I'm just saying. But anything you take in moderation is not a problem. Okay. But the problem is, when you become addicted to it, it opens up the portals in the body and then you go over here. Okay. Why did you almost die, Dawn? Tell me. Does David Blaine? Yes, exactly. David Blaine. But yeah, ketamine, a low dose, they have said that it helps with depression. But I want you to understand, the pharmaceutical, when you go to a psychiatrist is about believing that your problems are a brain issue. So these are a brain issue, right? Okay, I tend to believe it's a metaphysical or spiritual issue. And because we're in a human body, they put it to a brain issue. So microdosing, I was thinking of microdosing. I used to love LSD, but I'm thinking I might go batshit crazy with my anxiety, my OCD if I took LSD. Can you imagine? Can you fucking imagine? I'd be organizing everything, right? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about ketamine per se. I'm not so familiar with that, but I know that a lot of people do it. I know that they do it. Like I know people that do it. And it's a thing for like women my age, and it's like, you're ridiculous. So let's see, acid once, shrooms once. Yeah, I took acid a lot. Loved it because the world was normal to me on it. So I don't know what to say. MDMA is speed. That's all you're talking about. You're talking about old school speed with MDMA, which is in ecstasy. That's what you're taught, one of the components of ecstasy. Yeah, of course it's going to make you happy and thirsty. Microdosing mushrooms. I just can't go with the mushrooms and the hallucinations. Let's see, psychiatrist. Okay, wait, is weed safer than LSD? Yes, weed is safer than LSD. Are you crazy? LSD is concocted in a laboratory and weed is a plant. Now, here's where weed is different. Weed has a bunch of preservatives sprayed on it in these weed houses, and we don't really know what they're spraying on it to make it grow and all of these things. We don't really know, right? Hello. Okay, shrooms made me happy. I'm glad. The queen is a reptile. The bitch is a reptile, isn't she? Yeah, exactly. So mushrooms just made my walls melt. Yeah, that's the hallucinations. Grow your own organic. Yeah, you would need organic weed. DMT, now DMT is what's released. As I told you, I tell you the story. Um, I did a show. I was hired by a studio. Oh my God, I can't even remember. Relativity was hired by a studio to do like a press circuit with them, and I was talking to a kid. He was in his 30s. My job was to talk to people and read them, but he was in his 30s, and it was at an old theater house in Beverly Hills. Anyway, there was an old movie theater, and he was talking about DMT, and he was saying that it is frightening because it's what's released in the spine when you die. So it's a near-death experience that you bring on yourself. I mean, it's not like you're just going out to get high and oops, I fucked up and I OD'd. No, it's actually what is in the spine and is released when you let go of the physical body. But this kid, he was 31 and he was a super funky little hippie kid, and his grandfather used to own this movie theater, old shows movie theater, and old movies. And he took the DMT, and I remember he had this beautiful long blonde curly hair, and I was just like, I had no hair because I shave it, and he had this beautiful hair. And him and his girlfriend would take the DMT every weekend, and he was describing how he was coming back to his body following the cord, the silver cord, otherwise known as the, do I look bumpy around my face? Why are you being mean? Why are you being mean? Don't be a bitch. Because it's my face. However I look at my face is how I look at my face. Anyway, he described looking at the silver cord, the umbilical cord. Really, the silver cord is what is a reference to, I know, what a cunt hater, right? You look bumpy in your face. You look like a see you next Tuesday, you fucking bitch. Okay, so enough said. Anyway, he talked about the cord fraying, right? I know, right? He talked about the cord fraying. So the cord frayed. I told him, if the cord frays all the way, that means you're overdosing and you're dead. You have to be attached, the etheric body, to the physical. Yeah, the C word is my favorite. I'm sorry. If you're going to comment on another person's looks to their face where I can't see you so I can gouge you in the eye with my fucking fingernail, you woman-hating piece of shit, then I don't know what I'm going to say. I'm going to call you a cunt. That's what's going to happen. Right? I mean, no, I know. I just, people do it all the time, but here's what I have to say. Come right up to my face and make me back down. Exactly. So that's what I say. I know, right? Yeah. So there you go. Stop commenting on people's looks to their face. Keep it to yourself. No one asked for your opinion. And what do you look like? Let's see your picture. What do you look like? Are you a beauty queen? I doubt it, troll. Okay. So she's a coward and a pussy and a bitch and everything. Forgive my mouth. Oh, okay. So anyway, I have to stop. But no, that's what you get. That's what you get when you critique my appearance. Critique it once, you're getting a mouthful of hate. That's what's going to happen because women do it to other women and it's really gross. Men do it in a different way, but yeah, exactly. So yeah, Jim Morrison, who doesn't want to connect with Jim Morrison? Yeah, I know. I can't help myself. I just really, whatever. Yes, there are pedophiles at Disney. Disney is about, Walt Disney, come on. Women should encourage each other, but there's those hateful women. Very hateful. Very, very hateful. And even if my face were bumpy, which it can't possibly be, or you wouldn't be saying it, do you actually walk up to a person whose face is bumpy and go, hey, your face is bumpy? Do you do that on the sidewalk? Because I'm surprised you haven't got a fat lip or punched in the face or someone didn't run your ass over going out of Burger King where you hang out, where I know you hang out, okay? Paul Newman. I know, right? My skull is bumpy. Mine too, when we cut my hair, literally this bone is differently placed than here. It's probably when I got squished coming out, right? I know. I don't know what to say. Yeah, her brain is bumpy. Yeah, she must be the bully in school, the ugly bully with the fang teeth. Anyway, getting back to DMT, I'm just being a jackass. Getting back to DMT, okay? When you do any kind of drug that takes you, because it takes you to the next level outside of the astral. Understand, on the astral level, you know when you have those dreams where there's like weird donkeys flying and like elephants, their ears are flopping, and you fall out of a sky and you land in a river and you end up with all of that kind of thing, right? Anyway, her soul has warts. Yeah, Campbell, I'm not licking a poisonous frog, so we can just stop that right now. Frogs have bumps though, but I'm not doing that. But the silver cord, exactly. But you have to understand, when you overdose, the cord is cut. That's actually what disconnects you from the physical body. Okay, you have horns. I think I might have some here. I don't know. This is pretty bumpy right here. But it's, yeah, no, the DMT is interesting because it is released during death. So it's the closest thing that we can get to as if we are dying. That's why people do it, okay? So, but those dreams you have where clowns pop out or an elephant, this and that, that's on the astral level. It's all trickery. When a soul dies, a person, and they don't want to go into the higher realms, so they don't want to go up to university, they want to stay in kindergarten, they go on to the astral levels. The government works through remote viewing on the astral levels. That's the stuff that happens, right? Oh, you took you took DMT by accident and thought you were dying. See? That must have been terrifying because you're like, I wasn't even trying to do that. Oh, okay, you guys, my battery is going low, y'all. I love you guys so much. I'm going to talk to you for a few more minutes, and then it's going to go, and then I have to go. Yeah, you took, I know, by accident. I don't even know. You tell them clowns to get the fuck out of here. Exactly. But that is on the astral level. Understand, when they talk about men in black, they're literally talking about the government's ability to permeate different levels and dimensions around the Earth's atmosphere, which they don't tell us about. So we, jealous female clowns, exactly. Yeah, exactly, right? Juggalo bitch. You said female clown. I'm sorry. Okay, so yeah, it's a total Jezebel. Or no, wait, what? I just missed that. I thought Jezebel, and then I went, no, that's Jesse. But you have to understand that the astral levels can be accessed through remote viewing, through different forms of meditation, through marijuana, and different kinds of things. But a lot of sloppiness happens out there. There's all kinds of shit. World wars happen out here where we don't see it, and then because we're so slow in this dimension, it's very, very slow. Traveling out of your body, this is the last thing I'm going to tell you, because this is going to go dead, and I don't have my computer right here to plug it in. However, out of body, here's what you do. Go in your bedroom or on your couch or wherever, lie on your back, look up at the ceiling, let your eyes go out of focus, okay? Let your eyes go out of focus. When your eyes go out of focus, imagine yourself going up through the ceiling. Also, so you can kind of raise up, but you will feel like you're grounding back into your body, like a plane landing on the tarmac. You'll jump back in. We leave our bodies every night anyway. We do that. Toronto, exactly. Levitate. All right. So the other thing is, before you go to sleep, right in that state where you're about to roll over and you're like, okay, no more TV for me, or no more cookies for me, or no more garlic bread for me, whatever it is, you literally ask yourself to travel outside of your body, but you will jump back in. When you do it consciously, it can be a little bit jarring when you're above your body and you come back in. It's like slamming on the tarmac. That's what it always reminds me of, going through turbulence when I'm coming back into my body. So I call it grounding back in. Understand, say a prayer before you go to bed. Understand also that when somebody takes drugs, that is how they exit their body. So they're not fully in their energy field. They're not fully in the physical. They're out to the left. When you're out to the left, something can step into the right. But pray to God, like you're not high. You're just doing it. I've done it once by accident. LAX Astral Airport. Yeah, exactly. No, I might get lost. Well, you pray to God. You're not. We do it in our sleep. We do it in our sleep. That is what we do. Thank you, guys. Okay, sorry for my cussing tirade, but you are probably used to me by now. For those of you smoking weed, good job. Microdosing, great. Licking toads, whatever you think. I don't think anybody should be taking fentanyl. I think maybe you could like eat cake or something and it would do the trick. Okay, so I will talk to you guys soon and thank you so much. I'm going back to my garlic bread. That is my medication for the evening. Mwah. Bye, you guys. Thank you.